Welcome back. I'm now joined by Keller Kubero with Doling Law. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate
Absolutely.
It. Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about bad faith claims.
Yes, we
What are those?
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't expect you to know what that means, but I'll explain it to you. So something that I deal with a lot of the times. Actually, we've got several in the mix right now at the office, and we're scheduled to go to trial in federal court in Denver in a couple months on a bad faith claim. And what that means is this: whenever you have on your auto insurance policy, there's an option for you to select something called uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. And what that is that's a type of coverage that you can secure through your own auto insurance, where if somebody hits you and causes an accident, they're responsible, but they either don't have insurance or they don't have enough insurance to fully compensate you for your damages. You can go to your insurance company and say, hey, this is the situation, I've been damaged in these ways, and now the liability policy that exists maybe doesn't fully compensate me, and now I'm coming to you for this contractual benefit that I have been paying for on my premium.
Okay.
So an insurance bad faith claim is whenever you present that claim to your insurance company, and essentially your insurance company comes back and says,
Sorry,
no. In essence, I mean, there's more to it than that, but essentially what it means is that there has been an unreasonable delay or denial in adjusting, settling, investigating your claim.
Okay.
And so what it becomes, it all starts with this. Let's use an auto accident for an example. It starts there. And then all of a sudden, you're suddenly in a fight with your own insurance company, and your own insurance company is saying, hey, we're not going to pay you for these things because, it could be that they're contesting liability. It could be that they're contesting the nature of your damages. Oftentimes, like in one of the ones I have right now, they're saying, no, you're not owed anything else at this point, because the original policy, the liability policy of the at-fault driver, they fully compensated you. So we don't owe you anything. So thank you for talking. Thanks for this, but no.
So,
well,
but you don't have to accept that answer.
No, you do not. So there's several statutory factors that are included in this process, and so I'll just read through a couple of them just so people can understand what I'm talking about. So pursuant to Colorado law, there are a number of different things that they have to comply with, and if they don't, it's considered unfair claim settlement practices. So for instance, failing to acknowledge and act reasonably, promptly upon communications with your claim. Okay? They've got to be prompt in responding to you.
Okay.
They have to adopt and implement reasonable standards for investigating the claim.
Okay.
They have to affirm or deny coverage based on the claim that was presented to them. Okay, they can't just let you hang out in limbo and not understand what's going on.
Right.
They got to keep you in the loop, and they have to do their due diligence before they can respond. Compelling the insured to file a lawsuit in order to receive compensation that's owed to them under their own policy. That's another unfair claim settlement practice. And failing to promptly provide a reasonable explanation of the basis of why they're denying a claim or a portion of a claim. Okay? So just because that initial answer may be no doesn't mean that's the end of it. And it can get quite complicated, and I think I'm going to go ahead and continue the conversation next time because there's a couple other nuances that I'd like to discuss with people. But that's the initial breakdown on an insurance bad faith claim.
Now, if someone is in that type of situation, what is their next step? Do they contact where do they go?
I think it makes a lot of sense to, if you're in that situation to where you're thinking that you may need to pursue damages through your own policy, because of somebody else's negligence, I think it's really, really important that you seek the advice of a competent attorney to help you through that process on the front side, because you have to present the claim appropriately. You have to stay engaged with the insurance carrier. You have to provide them with reasonable information so that they have the opportunity to adjust that claim, et cetera, things like that.
Okay.
And if you're not handling it and you're not being proactive and you're maybe missing certain components, you could really damage your claim.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, well, stay tuned for the next part
That's
of that
right.
in
That's
2
right.
weeks. And thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. And we'll have all that information on our web channel as well, westernslopenow.com.